Hello again, everybody. For today's poem, we'll come back to my home city of Birmingham and to a road called Summer Lane. Today, it runs from the edge of the city centre northwards. It's mostly lined by industrial units, occasional pubs, garages, things like that. Very little population, if any, on the lane itself. It was, however, until the first quarter of the 20th century, one of the most densely populated parts of the city and one of the most shockingly deprived areas of the city. The inner ring of Birmingham, like most industrial towns, had a very large account of substandard housing, but Summer Lane was particularly bad. So much so that when, after the First World War, the city began to build new housing, social housing, council housing for the masses, clearing away the slums, Summer Lane is actually where they began. And they built a complete new housing estate in the northwest of Birmingham called King Standing. Having said that, the city's Summer Lane area remained with some population really until after the Second World War. But today, it's very, very hard to imagine that it was even residential, let alone that it was somewhere so notorious. They said that the policemen used to walk around in pairs. This is a poem by a man called John Douglas, which tells the story of memories going back of what he calls the good old days, the bad old days, and the sad old days down the lane. Down Summer Lane, two men passed by. A tear showed in the old one's eye. He looked down the lane and gave a sigh and said, "Summer Lane's no more, lad." Now, Summer Lane belied its name, a cobbled street of slums and shame, of back-to-backs and drunken fame, the toughest street in Brum, lad. Now, if you come out of Newtown Row, down Summer Lane you daresn't go, 'cause they was always fighting drunk, you know, down in Summer Lane. They'd shop the grand for 2 and 6, or blind your eyes with brutal flicks of Peaky Blinders just for kicks, but only all in fun, lad. Some wouldn't work or pay the rent. On booze and blondes the money was spent, got from the dole or robbed some gent. Such was Summer Lane, lad. Down Jenny Brighton's on a Saturday morn, with candlesticks and the old man's suit to pawn, and spend the lot on booze till dawn, then brawl along the lane, lad. They say they was the good old days, the bad old days, the sad old days, the poor and ragged squalor days. They was, but people was happy, lad. For we've seen an era fade and go, now nothing left of it to show. For we've faced the strife, come rain, come snow, on what was Summer Lane, lad. Well, now office blocks with glassy eye stand tall against the bright blue sky, and nostalgic ghosts still walk on by, unnoticed in the lane, lad.